Good day, students. For this workshop, we're going to start a project file and set up some levels in Archicad. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to the OKU 200 Teams page. You'll need to go to Support. You'll need to find the Archicad section. I have noticed that sometimes if it is hard to access, you can right-click and say open up a new window. That does help quite a lot. But in essence, all that you need to download is the template file that we're going to use to start this project. So you need to go to Template, and you'll see that there's a file that you're going to download over here. So please remember, download this. Now you'll need to build this information on your own computer. So I'm just going to say download for now. So I'm going to say download, and I'm going to put this on my desktop. Save as. So on my desktop, I'm going to create a folder, but please work in a location where you back up this file. Once you've created the file, you're going to have to upload it to a shared location in any case. So once you've uploaded to the shared location on Teams, you can access it. You can access the file there later on. But remember, you need to work in an environment like Google Drive or OneDrive where it backs up your information. For this exercise, I'm going to use a desktop folder. I'm going to create a new folder and call this workshop. Okay. And I'm going to simply save it in this location, so save. Okay, so I'm going to save it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close everything. I'm going to launch Archicad. So it'll be in this location. Alright, so remember that's where it is. Okay, so you're going to launch Archicad very quickly. I've noticed that this does take some time. So I'm going to pause the video for the time being until Archicad launches. Okay, so once Archicad launches, we're going to start a new project. It does disappear. You have to click on the sign. Okay, now it's going to ask you, you're going to look for a template. So you need to say, I need to locate this template. So you're going to go Browse Template. Don't link the information from OneDrive. I noticed that it does cause a lot of chaos. So please download the information that you need and process it from there. Okay, so I'm going to go to Desktop, Workshop. I'm going to create a new file. So it's going to start a whole new template. I'm going to press New. We're going to do some additional steps in the setup just to help you understand to get the correct level information, the way the level should work. But in essence, when you open up a project, this is what you should be seeing initially. Okay, so launch the project. Just please note, if your interface looks a bit different to mine, I have stretched this information just to make it more usable for how I want to use it. So just remember, I have tweaked this a little bit to suit my workflows, but in essence, it should start on the ground floor. Now, remember, we can go to the project browser, the view map, and we can click on any of these to go to story settings, to go and view the story settings to create more levels. So let's start there. So we need to add one additional level. So we've got a level 1, we just need to make a level above. So insert above. So we're going to create one more level. Now it's created the levels for us, and if we go to our sections or elevations, for now we're just going to use elevations. So I'm just going to go to an elevation, and out the box, this is what the elevation should look like in your project. One last little tweak that I might add to this, if I go to settings, you can go and show an elevation marker. I tend to show these, I think it's quite handy, and I make this 2 meters for now. We might have to adjust this at some point, but that's fine. Now, if it hasn't done it to all of them, what you need to do is select all of these. It's a nice little trick. Go to settings. You're going to go back to show elevation marker, change this to 2 meters for now. Okay, now it should do it to all of them. If you want to save these settings, or whatever settings you want to add, I'm going to create a new one and call this just. If you want to save these settings, it's quite handy. Apply, but it would have applied it to all of them. So if I go to any of these, you'll notice that they're all set up and the elevations are represented correctly. The last little step that we need to do to complete this task and save the project is just to set up the levels to the correct level. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to open up the calculator. Now, what you have to understand, when we are setting up levels have to work with brick courses generally. It depends on the type of design you're doing, but just as a rule of thumb, I prefer to set these up using brick courses because a lot of our construction is set to brick coursing here. So all we have to do to set this up now, so we know we can go and find the story settings over here. So remember, you can't see it over here. You'll have to go to the project outliner. Remember, you've got more information. You can show the whole project organized. You've got a lot of information here, but in essence, you can pick your ground floor. Don't use the structural information. We can use ground floor. It doesn't matter. Story settings. So you can access it over here, or you can go to design, story settings, and you can access it here. Okay, so let's just give these better names. So I'm going to say ground floor, first floor. Name these correctly, so when you are showing this information, it makes sense. So second floor. Okay, make sure that everything reads the same as well. Okay, so that's the first part of the equation. Now we need to set this height from height to next to the correct level every time. So all we're going to do, so a typical brick coursing in South Africa is, and I want to get a good floor to floor height so that I can accommodate a thick slab with the seating that's high enough. So typically we're going to go 32 times by 85 will give us 2720. Okay, so I've just noticed that you can't copy the comma, so in this instance 2720, 2720, and we're going to keep doing that, 2720 and 2720. Okay, so this is quite intuitive, it's quite easy to do, and I'm going to press OK, and you'll notice that it will adjust everything for you to show you everything above. Okay, so that's all we need to do for this project. Set up your ground floor, so your ground floor setup, and remember, every time you create a story, you'll have a level that's associated to that. So first floor, second floor, just remember here we're looking at the same information the whole time. Okay, so that works well. Go to our elevations or sections, but for now just go to north elevation. You should see everything represented correctly. Okay, once you're done with that, you can simply go and file save as. Okay, just remember, don't save this as a template file. You've got to save this as a project file. So Archicad solo project, and on your desktop in the project file workshop, please save these with a certain naming convention. So you're just going to go U, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, 7 8, and so just give these a good name. So use your student number, use a good naming convention, so I can, if I need to find your file or you need to find your file again. So that's all I want you to do for this exercise. So get this project going, get everything started, so it'll be a lot easier when you start the next phase of these projects. We've got to generate walls, etc. So we're going to go save, and then don't forget to upload the information. So go back to Teams. So you'll need to go to Documents, Shared, Student Files, and there'll be a workshop called Workshop Levels. You just need to upload your folder there, but there'll be a link in the description where the workshop is available. Okay, thank you.